Hey everybody, welcome to our first live stream. I'm not really sure how this is going to work or if anyone's going to see it. Because I'm not a streamer. We just go on vacation and record stuff and then throw the video up a few weeks later. So this might be the start of something new for Adventures of Jen and Steve. But yeah, we are in Hollywood Studios. There's a lot of news going around Hollywood Studios right now because of the new attractions going on that are going to be taking over Muppet Courtyard, and also Rock and Roller Coaster is going to change themes in the upcoming future. So stay tuned and we'll talk about that. But right now we're going to head over to the Muppet Courtyard, talk about the changes, probably stream for about 30 minutes. I'm not prepared for streaming, so I don't know how long my battery's going to last. We're just doing this with a phone and see what happens here. So thank you for checking in, and for more videos like this, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's enjoy a Saturday afternoon stroll through Hollywood Studios. And we are gonna head over to Muppet Land, or Muppet Courtyard, for the sole reason of going over the changes that are going to be coming up in 2025. They announced at the D23 convention, or the expo, convention, that the Monsters Inc. land is coming to Disney, and just recently dropped some new concept art that included a pretty detailed vision of where it's going, and it's 100% going to be in the Muppets Courtyard. So for those of you that love it, come to Hollywood Studios and go to Pizza Rizzo one last time, go to Mama Melrose one last time, go see the Muppets 3D show one last time, because some off break ground. But yeah, before we get there, we are all set up for Christmas here. It's pretty cool. Wow, 52 folks watching. Holy smokes. Did not at all. Thought it was zero for the next half hour. I don't know how to check out the chats. I don't even know if I have the chat room opened. This is like I said earlier in the stream, it's my first live stream ever. So please bear with me as we try to figure out some of these challenges. But I'm kind of digging it. It just makes me talk more than what I'm used to. Gonna turn the camera real quick just so you can get a face behind the voice. So if you're not one for disasters, then turn away. But here we go. Yeah, I'm an old guy, I know. Got a boomer walking through Disney by himself. But yeah. So my wife Jen is in Jersey visiting friends for a Friendsgiving celebration, and she's at the airport right now in Philly, getting ready to fly to Orlando. We live in the West Palm area. We're originally from the Philly, New Jersey locations, and we moved to the Palm Beach County area in 2020, right in the middle of COVID, and decided to do a lot of day trips in Disney. But yeah, Jen is in Jersey right now visiting friends, and is at the airport waiting for her flight, which is currently delayed. So I got about 3 hours to just kind of walk around the park. and see what's up. So yeah, Muppets Land, or Muppets Courtyard rather. So it's going to be Monsters Inc. Really excited to hear about that. Sad to see Muppets go. I love the Muppets. I grew up watching all the movies and the TV shows, and they had that variety show in the, what was it, 70s and 80s, and they tried to revive it, but it didn't really go too well. By the way, Squirrel, Baseline Tap House, which used to be the Writer's Stop sandwich shop. One of my favorite spots in all of Disney. On a really hot day, Jen and I will come here and get a drink, get a giant pretzel, and just kind of chill for about 15-20 minutes. But yeah, definitely one of our favorite spots. But anyway, back to the Muppets. Sad to see Muppets go, but they really never developed the area very well. They never really did much with it. And COVID kind of shut a lot of things down. They never reopened stuff. There was a lot more foot traffic in here when it was Avenues of America, but then Star Wars Land, took up a lot of that space. But yeah, it's going to be sad but exciting because there is a plan for Muppets. But yeah, so Pizza Rizzo is going to stay. If you look at the concept art, I don't know what it's going to be, but I can't imagine they're going to change it much. Probably change the name and keep it, a quick service location. The Muppet Vision building is going to stay with a little bit of a facade makeover, and I don't know what it's going to be, but if you look at the concept art, there's a big marquee sign saying Monstro, so it's probably going to be some type of monster, like a horror, a 3D flick. I can't imagine they're going to remove the theater, so they're probably going to keep the same concept, just change it to a like a horror monster 3D show. But it's going to be the new Monstro theater. This building here in the middle, this is like one of the main disappointments after COVID. It's where the store was, and once you walk out of the Muppet Vision, you would kind of walk past the store, and it never reopened. So this whole building is just kind of a big waste. And if you look at the concept art, it's just gone. It's disappeared. They're taking this whole thing down. And they are not. I think it's just going to be a little shrubbery seating area. But yeah, this whole thing here is going to be gone. So you got Pizza Rizzo, which used to be Pizza Planet before they built Toy Story Land. Yeah, so Pizza Rizzo is going. Well, it's staying, but it's going to change names, obviously. This building here is going. Right here we got Mama Melrose, which, that's not Mama Melrose. Straight ahead, that's Mama Melrose. That is going to become, oh man, it's the sushi restaurant in Monsters Inc. And I had the name at the tip of my head, but I forgot. It'll come back to me. Begins with an H. So yeah, this is going to become that restaurant. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a sushi spot like it is in Monsters Inc., which if that's the case, Jen and I will probably never eat here because we're just not sushi people. But yeah, Mama Melrose is going bye-bye. Yeah, this store here, this is all getting closed. Removed. This is all getting knocked down. None of this is going to be here anymore. And, which is kind of really hard to see, but this whole, I don't know if you can see like a like a building behind there. That's the warehouse for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. So the new Monsters Inc. roller coaster is going to be straight ahead and probably built into the parking lot. So it will be an actual true expansion. It's not just a redoing the land. They're expanding into the parking lot with the roller coaster building. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot different. Yep, this building here, this is all going away. And you can see, all that there, that's all going away. And on an angle is where you're going to see the Monsters Inc. factory with the roller coaster. And the roller coaster is going to be a hanging roller coaster. Really excited. If you know the door scene in Monsters Inc., that's what it's going to be. So you're going to be in some hanging chair getting pulled around the door factory. But yeah, this is Muppet, the Muppet Courtyard, which is going bye-bye. This is all coming down, all getting removed. Early to mid 2025, they plan on breaking ground on Monsters Inc. So if you are a Muppet fan and you want to catch the area before they shut it down, I suggest you do it in the next 3 to 6 months. Because you'll wake up one day and this will all be barricaded off. The bathrooms, again, everything will just be rethemed. But yeah, that building right there, that's going away. And how the land kind of takes a little bit of an angle turn, that's where the Monster Factory, the Scare Factory is going to be. All the way down there, that's going to be the Scare Factory, which will house the roller coaster. So yeah, it's exciting times. It's also sad to see this area go, but like I said earlier in the video, they never really developed it that well. They kept Mama Melrose, which was kind of popular. Not super popular, but there's always availability, but it seemed to be crowded. Decent food, not the best, but good food. Pizza Rizzo was, it was Pizza Planet. They did absolutely nothing to it other than change the name. So
She showed me what I could do for next time.
It was a little bit of an underwhelming area. That had, the Muppet Vision was always, a nice, 15, 20 minutes in the air conditioning and a cute little 3D film. And some nice food options. But other than that, it was, I don't want to call it a dud, but it was a little underwhelming. Cute area, looked nice, but yeah. So what we're going to do now is take a walk over to the Rock and Roller Coaster area, because that's where Muppets is relocating to. I don't know if they're doing the whole courtyard. I don't know if they're doing an entire land in that area, but I do know for a fact, and the concept, the poster, the cover page poster for the refurbishment has been released by Disney, and it's still, at least as of today, named Rock and Roller Coaster, but it is going to be Muppet themed. So I'm sure that will be shutting down in the near future, and I think everything is due to start 2025. So again, if you want to see Rock and Roller Coaster, you better get your butt out here in the next 3 to 6 months, because they will be shutting that down for the Muppets overlay. And I hope, because Muppets is a popular IP, I hope that they continue with the Muppet theming in the Rock and Roller Coaster area. There's just so much potential back there, and yeah, I hope that they decide to do something with it. So we're gonna walk out there, and I know I'm talking a lot. It's definitely out of character for me. So this whole live streaming thing is new. It's a challenge. It forces me to speak. I've been told I'm a very slow talker because I try to put my words together carefully, and this is taking that this is taking that out of my comfort zone. So I just have to talk and ramble, which is not what I do. I do that, in part to keep everyone engaged, and I also do that to cover some of the music in the background, because it's all very heavily copyrighted, and I don't want any copyright strikes on the channel, so on the video. So whenever I hear a little bit of music getting too loud, you're going to hear me talk. So before we go to Rock and Roller Coaster, I do want to point out that the Star Wars Launch Bay area has been rumored to be housing a new land of some kind. Everyone keeps saying what a wasted opportunity this area is, and I completely agree. But what you don't see is behind that sign, Star Wars Launch Bay, there's another building with just offices. It's corporate offices. It's a lot of administrative staff. Some executive staff are housed in building right back. I don't think it's that big building, but it's back there somewhere. And I think they even lease some of the offices out. So to just displace hundreds and hundreds of people who have professional offices in that building, it's just not an option, especially since there's not a lot of commercial space in Disney, unless you go to the Disney Springs area, but I don't think you have a lot of available space there either. So that's why the Launch Bay area really isn't being utilized for any land expansion. It's just not, the offices back there won't allow it for now. Unless they build a new office building somewhere and just relocate everybody, it's not going to happen. So, yeah, that's that on the Launch Bay. And let's see, we're walking for 19, almost 20 minutes now. So I'm surprising myself that I can actually talk for that long. So we're going to head over to Rock and Roller Coaster and just take a look at it, because that's where the Muppets theming is getting relocated to. Almost got run over by a scooter. I love Disney during the holidays, especially in the evenings when they do all the light shows, and they actually blow snow in down the boulevard, even on Main Street during the shows. It's not really snow, it's like a soapy foam coming from dirty soap machines. So don't let your kids try to catch it with their tongue like they would snow. It's dirty. It's Donald. Hey, Donald. Yeah, it's always nice to see some of the characters kind of walking around. And I know he's going from one spot to the other. But in Disneyland, for those of you who have actually been to Disneyland, California, the characters just walk around freely. They have conversation with people. They take pictures with people. So it's a different experience out there. And for whatever reason, they don't do that here in Florida. I don't know why. So if any of you Disney experts out there or cast members who know the answer to that, please comment. I'd love to know myself why they don't just kind of walk around and chit chat with guests like they do in California, but they don't do that here. Tower of Terror. Speaking of California, they changed the entire theme and overlaid the Guardians of the Galaxy for the Tower of Terror because it's literally right next to the Avengers campus, which I don't want to poo-poo on anything Disney, but was an epic disappointment for me when I went. I thought that the Web Slingers ride was like an average Six Flags kind of attraction. The campus itself, there just didn't seem to be much going on. And the overlay of the Tower of Terror is cool, but I mean, it's still the Tower of Terror. But yeah, I hope they do not ever do anything here. I hope they keep this theme. I actually kind of wish they would develop that back area a little bit more. There is a little bit of room. They have a nice little scary attraction. They could expand on that. People love horror. People love Halloween. People love villains. It's an opportunity. So Disney, if you're listening, it's an opportunity. All right, Rock and Roller Coaster. Starting in 2025, they're closing it down. The Aerosmith contract is expiring with Disney. The branding rights, it's expiring with Disney. So, the band retired. They're not performing anymore. Not really sure they can retire. I mean, they can perform. They're on the older side. It's a style of music that does not do well with the voice. We're kind of hoping hoping to see them one more time, but they're done. So the contract is not renewing, and Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be rethemed, and it is 100% going to be a Muppets layover. So no details, no concept art. It's just like a poster that they put out. The name is still Rock and Roller Coaster for now, but I'm sure they will change it once they put out a little bit more detail. Maybe they're waiting for the next D23 to put some more information out. But 2025, it's closing for good to become the Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. So the Racing Academy is also closed, which leads me to believe that there is a plan. I don't really know how popular it was. There was a little bit of a picture opportunity over there with some of the cars, Lightning McQueen and some of the other racers were always around. You could get pictures with. The Racing Academy was for the little ones. And, it was always a little bit of a dead area. Now it's closed. So that tells me there is a plan for this whole back section. There's definitely enough room to develop a land, maybe the new Muppets land, which it only makes sense. It only makes sense. If they're going to do the Rock and Roller Coaster layover for Muppets, and this whole thing is just one big wasted piece of land, it only makes sense to create a Muppets land of some kind. But again, that's just speculation. But yeah, this is Rock and Roller Coaster. Get out here and ride it one last time. And we will. I'm going to try to get on it later today. You can check that out in another video. I'm going to try to record it without losing my phone. Hopefully. See what happens. But yeah, so that's it. I think we're going to cut this live stream short. Really just wanted to test out the live option. I've never done it before. I have no idea what this is even going to look like. But if anybody even looked at it, and I know there were like almost 50 people on at the beginning of the video, which was nice to see. But yeah, so please keep checking this out. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out other videos. It's not just Disney, it's all of our vacations. We've been to Turks and Caicos, been to Punta Cana. Jen did the Chicago Marathon. That video just dropped last week. So we got Jamaica coming up next year. We've got a Disney cruise coming up in 2 weeks. We're actually doing the Space Coast Marathon next weekend in Cocoa Beach up by Cape Canaveral in Florida. We're looking at Hawaii late next year. So there's a lot of trips that, we're going to try to give some tips and just share our vacations with everyone. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us on our adventures. Thank you for bearing with me on my first live stream. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Bye.